Hey everybody, it's Doug Bird here from Wild Air Sports, and I'm really looking forward to the 2023 edition of the FNB Wines2Whales Switchback. I'm coming back to ride my 8th FNB Wines2Whales, but this will be my first Switchback. And for those of you who are like me, venturing out to ride the Switchback route for the first time, or have ridden it in the past, there are a number of exciting and significant route changes that you can expect come the 3 days of riding. A little bit of history on the Switchback. To bring some new flavour to one of South Africa's classic stage race routes, in 2021 the FNB Wines2Whales shook things up a bit by creating the Switchback edition. Instead of running the route from the gorgeous Lawrenceford estate near Somerset West over the Gantu Pass, down into Oak Valley for play day, and then blasting down to the finish on the coast in Hermanus, the race starts in the whale watching town and shows riders the spectacular scenes of the Western Cape the other way around en route to enjoy the fruits of Lawrenceford wines. With this in mind, let's dive into the details of what you can expect. Stage 1 begins at the Kuro School Grounds in Hermanus and makes its way to Oak Valley Estate over 70 kilometers with 1,500 meters of climbing. In leaving Hermanus, we'll get to work on our first major climb in the form of the famous Rotary Way Road that delivers stunning sweeping views of the coastline east of Hermanus upon reaching the top. Once the tar has been left behind, the trails head around the back of Hamilton Russell's vineyards and past the Plaaskombuis, an acclaimed farm-style restaurant in the area. The route will be making use of the famed La Verge stairs this year instead of heading up the Gorge Trail, so you can save your granny gear for later. Heading west after passing Die Bosdam, we'll have our first of 3 water points en route at Kavadiskraal with delicious nutrition from USN and others, as well as some delicious new trails to enjoy, crafted by the Cape Trails team for your riding pleasure. These new Kavadiskraal trails take us further inland to Wildekrans and are guaranteed to be fast and fun in typical Wines2Whales fashion. These new additions are accompanied by even more new sections as we reach Beaumont Family Wines and Botrefier after passing under the N2 culvert built by Agrimark. Waterpoint 2 will be on your radar here. The new Botrefier trails will lead us towards our final destination in Oak Valley, but not before a little climb up Katpass. Waterpoint 3 will come to the rescue before dropping into Hohoek, where we'll find ourselves riding upstream alongside the lovely Jakkelsrivier. Leaving the N2, and we'll make a beeline towards Paul Kluwer and Oak Valley, where a flurry of trails, new and old, punctuate the final kilometers to make sure that there's plenty of gears to carry us into the FNB Recharge Lounge. The notable changes for Stage 1 are the 3 major climbs. In Hemelonade Valley, from Borchard Finlayson to Die Bosdam, and in Botrefier, from Van der Stel Pass to Katpass and the Paul Kluwer trails. From Borchard Finlayson to Die Bosdam, the Hemelonade Gorge climb, which was normally 170 meters of elevation gain, has been replaced with a scenic and much easier climb via the Hemelonade Steps, which is only 105 meters of elevation gain. In Botrefier, the trail from Van der Stel Pass to Katpass has been replaced with a more scenic and interesting contour trail. And finally, for Stage 1, the challenging Paul Kluwer trail has been replaced with an easier, more scenic and interesting trail, which includes the new Rondom Tali switchbacks. Stage 2, as we all know, is play day, and one of the best days of riding you can do in South Africa, that's for sure. The start and finish is based out of Oak Valley Estate Race Village, and although it's a tough 68 kilometers with 1,250 meters of climbing, it's pretty much as good as it gets all the way to the very last drop. Reportedly, there will be more bridges than ever in 2023, with the main feature being the bridge over the Rietvlei Dam built by the Paul Kluwer teams with support from Cape Trails and Agrimark. That has unlocked the superb Rietvlei Magic descent that will be a highlight for many. There are 3 water points across the route. Number 1 is at Cow Trail between Fissies Magic and Rietvlei Magic. Number 2 comes just after the incredible bridges of Pofadder, and the 3rd is en route home at Paul Kluwer. Stage 3 of the 2021 FNB Wines2Whales Switchback route showcased climbs that were tougher than Stage 1, so the team has made more drastic changes to Day 3. Based on rider feedback, the Wines2Whales team have replaced the 3 major climbs on Stage 3, namely the Grabo Country Club to Gantu Pass climb, Journey's End to Vergelegen climb, and finally, the Lawrenceford Killer climb towards the finish. From the Grabo Country Club to Gantu Pass, the original long section of the climb has been replaced with a shorter and easier climb. From Journey's End to Vergelegen, riders will enjoy a major route improvement. The landowners of Idiom, Wedder Hill and Vergelegen nature reserves have given the event permission to ride through these properties. This allows the event to eliminate the Journey's End climb, resulting in a magic new route that is more scenic with the possibility of game viewing and ultimately is 4 kilometers shorter with 100 meters less of climbing. As an extension of the last long gradual climb in Vergelegen of 2 kilometers means that riders will cross the Lorens River at a new spot. The significant upside is that we will all get to experience a more magical and flowing downhill single track ride on the Lorensford side of the river. And finally, the replacement of the Lorensford killer climb towards the finish is the best route improvement on the 2023 edition of the FNB Wines2Whales Switchback. The team at Lorensford Wine Estate have given the event permission to build a brand new 8-kilometer channel trail. This new trail is mostly along a downward running water channel, offering a unique and most interesting mountain biking experience, starting with a 15-meter hanging bridge, followed by over 10 water channel crossing bridges and the ultimate big switchback. This new addition is a fast and interesting single track with intermittent gravel roads offering sufficient passing zones. The Channel Trail experience closes off with riders crossing a 40-meter Fair Cape floating bridge to wrap up a magic 2023 FNB Wines2Whales Switchback experience. By the sounds of things, we are truly in for a stunning ride at the 2023 event. There's still room for riders to enter across the 3 events, but those entries are undoubtedly going to be snapped up pretty quickly after watching this, so don't dawdle, get those entries in. You can find more information in the link in our bio or in the description below. If you've never experienced the FNB Wines2Whales route in switchback format, there is a lot that you have been missing out on. The Race Village experience is outstanding, and the Cape Trails teams work all around the year to deliver what is undoubtedly incredible trail riding from start to finish for every single rider. I'm looking forward to seeing you all on the start line.